As a very experienced player in Minecraft Bedrock Lifeboat server, mostly on lava survival game modes, I've done many hundreds of games and I've won a lot of them. And so today I will teach you how to become as great as me and even greater. So like right when you join, you can choose a map, and so each map is quite different and unique. And so we have the chunk error map, which can get you a lot of like iron and stuff, and you can get full iron quite easily. And there's like holes in the ground where like chunks are just removed, and like there's a lot of exposed ores, which makes it very easy. And that's like basically one of the only ones where you can get a lot of iron armor. But keep in mind that everybody could do that, so a lot of other people also get iron armor, but if you're quite fast with it, you're good. Then we have the Dune map, which you can get just an iron sword because there are 3 exposed iron in a cave. In about like the center of the map, there's this cave, and if you go down, there's 3 iron there. And then it's basically like sand and like plains biome out of sand. And there's also a village where you can use beds to respawn at the beds and not like wherever. And then there's like the jungle map where there's a lot of vegetation, like big jungle trees to start your towers up when the lava comes. There's the lake where there's a lake and an island in the middle with big spruce trees, and there's also spruce trees around, which gives a very easy source of wood for blocks later on, and it's just a good map, I'd say. We have the Floating Islands, which is the newest map added. I remember playing without it, and it's a really unique map because it has like floating islands, and on top of those floating islands there's like moss, which you can almost insta break, which that means you can get it very quickly and you can get a lot of it. And there's a few stacks up at the top, and bridging up there is good. And then when you have the time and place, you can knock other people down. And it also gives you a massive head start for bridging up and building up when the lava comes. Next we have the Canyon map, which is just a birch forest, and I'd say there's nothing unique about that. Then we have the Plains map, which is just like a plains biome, and there's like a small lake, there's a few hills, and like there's a small ravine, and there's stone which you can easily get right away. And there are also a few more maps, but I can't recall the name right now. And it's like a mix between the plains and the canyon, but there's just like a flatter area and a birch forest still, and also some dark oak trees. And then also the VIP players can choose kits, where there's a combat kit which gives you extra hearts, resistance, and an iron sword. A speed kit which gives you speed, jump boost, and boots with feather falling. And finally the miner kit, which gives you like water breathing, slow falling, and night vision, and also a helmet and a pickaxe, and also a haste effect. And there's also a few hidden maps like the X-ray, where there's like no stone and all the ores are exposed, and that's the only map where you can get full diamonds, especially combined with the miner's kit. And since you don't need to craft a helmet because you already have one from the start, if you get a miner's kit, you need just about 20 diamonds to craft everything you need. And there's also an amplified map where like the terrain is just amplified, and there are very big mountains, and there's a powder snow biome where if you fall down, you can land in the powder snow. And that's a pretty good way to survive. And there's also a few cities map where they're like half ruined cities, and there are iron blocks there, so you can get iron armor really quickly and easily without having to mine a lot, and they just become a great point for climbing up and eventually bridging up to escape the lava and other people too. So in every map except the chunk error, the X-ray, and the dune map, you can't really depend on getting iron, and you can't really plan on getting a lot of iron. And the only way to get iron for every map is it gives you iron, so stuff like just randomly appears in your inventory because the game gives you stuff, because if you die and like you need stuff to survive the lava, and it can be torches, some wood, blocks, and later on it's more useful stuff like iron and ender pearls, and more blocks like cobblestone and dirt, which come in 4s and not in just in 1 block. Yeah, so your best bet is to get stone tools, like all of those main tools except the hoe, because you don't need it really. And only a few maps have hay bales, but you can really break it with your hand, and there's not enough of them to require to craft a hoe. Blocks are maybe one of the most important items. They're even better than weapons or armor, because that way you can bridge up from the lava and knock other people down into the lava, and if you don't have blocks, you just die because of the lava. And PvP is one of the most important skills there, so if you're bad at PvP, then you're gonna probably fail most rounds. Also, parkour is kinda useful. And also, about teaming up with other people. I have tried to do that multiple times, but 99% of the time, they have sabotaged me, and here are some clips that I have found of me getting ambushed and basically my so-called teammates traitoring me and trying to knock me off, and that time I luckily survived, but other times I did not, and those other times are many more, but I don't really record or upload that because I don't really want to make a video about me failing. And so that's it for this video. I hope you got some good tips on how to win in Lifeboat on Bedrock Edition, and yeah, come and join, and you can probably meet me because I'm there almost every day to record. Maybe you'll be in one of my videos.